Woo, I forgot to switch the game back. Hold on. There we go. Cool. All right. It's time for more story, guys. The thumbnail of it does not look too happy. So let's see how this goes. All right. I'm gonna do PvP real quick while everyone shows up. Hold on, my mic's being a little bit weird. I need to tighten a bolt on it that always gets loose. Oh man. No. Perfect. Okay. Let me get that. There we go. Kiwawa's birthday. Do I have Kiwawa? I think I do. Kirada. Yes, I do. Let's do Kiwawa. I have I done her thingy? Okay, hold on. Where is she? Okay. I have done Kiwawa. Okay. Oh, that's Foobs. Meow. I had to do that. Required by law. Wow, I forgot. She's kind of yeah. Oh, Yaiba. I didn't know that. Man, those are some scrumptious little grippers there. Would you say so? Oh, Kiwawa. I remembered, obviously. Yep. I'm 100% pumping into you. Very nice. Quite nice grippers as she has. Alright, I already did the JFD, so you don't have to worry about that. Let me grab this real quick, though. I got 58, it looks like. Damn. How many Lunas? Let's see. It's actually good to know how many Lunas. Did Sin do a Luna? He did do a Luna. Oh, he did a mid Luna. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, he wasn't copying me. I thought he copied me. That would have been funny. 3-digit rank, Sin. Ooh. Alright, 6 lasers. No. Alright. 130 Luna. Kinda crazy. Alright. Ooh, I love that. Okay. I already did PvP earlier today. I already got up to 1 in literally 1. So let's just do it again. Lamau. 20 people partake in Luna and a nice 20 plus. I did, dude. So my rule of thumb is JP divided by 10. That's usually what the NA Luna looks like. Yuppie stay. I don't like them. Oh my god, everything's so over. Oh my god, it's so. I'm gonna assume this is bad. Damn. I wasted 60 pyro just to secure number 1 and took me 6 attempts. Damn. Skillish. Okay, let's try it again. We just gotta get lucky. Doompi take that. Alright, Shiroko start, not bad. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. Huge. That's big. Okay, we good? Nice. Yeah, we got this. Easy game. Stop hitting her. Oh, stop moving up. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking with me? Mutsuki's tanky? What? Fucking. Damn, that fucking brat. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I know. Alright, Hoshino start. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, that's good cancel. Alright, that's not so good. Get rid of Marina. Huge. Fuck, they got rid of my Marina. Alright. I believe in you, Oh. Actually bring Nutsuki Lamau. You know what? I gotta match Brat with Brat. You're absolutely right. I'm gonna fucking fuck him. Where's the moot? Where's my Nutski? Okay, and then we're gonna also cook with this as well. We need Iron Ione because we still need a Oshino killer. That's why they're forced to eat Ione. You be taken down. All right. Okay. What the fuck? Is that why they have Racer? That's so over. Okay, my Marina. Oh my god. Huge. Dear God. Alright, that was a bad idea. Down. Yeah, that was dumb. Is JFD so cursed with how knockback works? Yeah. Oh, you the JFD ones? I'll show you what I'm doing. I've already done it. What does it mean in progress? Alrighty. Oh, it's saying that there is a JFD in progress. Yeah, I've already done it. I'll show you my teams. This far they blew up when you kill it. Yeah, so right here, this I don't know what the Tomo is. I just go into clear unit and click those Lamau. I don't know what the Tomo is for. I guess I can use it for crit damage. It doesn't really matter. All that mattered was having the Haruka, the Nagisa, and I had Hanako. Right? Himari was nice too. But the buffs didn't really matter. What mattered was Haruka, Nagisa, and Hanako, right? And here, Koharu, Mutsuki, Alba was nice just to speed it up. Mutsuki was nice, right? It's fine. Alba kind of dies though, so you really need a healer. Like that Koharu's need a hitter. But it was fine. And this one is just as it is. This is the most bare bones team. Lamau. Tsubaki tanks, Hanako kills. Ryo makes Hanako kill more. Easy game. Alright, hold on. Let me undo this before it freaks out. Huge. Yeah, I got 37. Is that good? Oh yeah, here I can show you. That was just me half-assing it. 37 good. Nope. Damn. Doesn't matter though. Honestly, I just cleared JFD for the sake of JFD. I don't really have anything to buy with the JFD tickets anymore. It's kind of the most useless one. I think that's the big problem is JFD awards are ass. I think that's the real issue. Alright, let me do a quick sweep of everything and then we'll get to it. Oh, 2 bands, 2 bands. I can't wait for the day I get the quadruple band there. It's gonna change my life. Best I've ever gotten is 2 and I have to invite 1, so I've never gotten 3 at once. Got no GA regular coins, lol. You don't? I have too many coins. I have no idea what to buy because I never... I do kind of try to clear out purples, like the ones that like of high demand schools. Whoops. But I forget sometimes. Alright, we're just doing this. Alright, let's do some Gambo real quick. Nope. Yay. My rule of thumb is until I get like a rare one, I just keep rolling on the same one because I'm pretty sure it's at least one. Okay. Ooh, canoe. Damn. Alright. You can draw 4, lol. Yeah, but there's no point in like drawing the same one if what's it called? If I already get the good one. Oops, didn't mean to click that. I'll grab these first. Yay, gifts. Do I have all the gifts already? Yep. And Yep, alright. I do want to farm the rest of these though, but I'll get to it. I don't even need to be fair, but we'll see. I think this will be the last event where I heavy farm Wild Hunt. I don't think I'll need any more again. Got 2 super rare cards. I mean, that is super rare, but you at least get 1 rare one, I believe. So I just go until I get the rare one, and then reset. Alright, we ready? Oh, who's the banner right now? Already have? Damn. Okay. Oh, yeah, Ritsu is there. Retard strength. Oh, wow. She takes her jacket off there. Oh my god. Wait, what is she doing? Is that pudding? Did she, like, take pudding out of me? Oh, is that why she's strong? Because she sculpts? What does she do, actually? Oh, that's raid info. Attack speed. Gee, I wonder what that's for. I wonder what's coming up with that one. Alright, ready? Where were we at last time? I just want to take a little peek. There's only 12 in this chapter. That is kind of short. Do you know how many are in this one, guys? Do you know how many are in this new chapter? I'm going to open it and then just skip and then just read the summary of the skip. Oh, it's the field trip. Never mind. I know what happened. Remedial Nights. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We came back and then we're like, what the fuck are the Remedial Nights doing in... No clue, didn't check. Does anyone know? Anyone? I can check. I'm gonna do that research first just so I know how many to do. When in doubt, I'll do like 6. I want to check first. Oh, 23 people got banned. I want to see the replies for that. That's always fun. Skill issue based. Please Fortnite collab. I love Twitter. Kirara birthday. Okay, right here. How many? Someone said Fortnite collab, please, again. Yeah, no one's talking about it. Damn. Alright, well, we'll just wing it. If it's an annoying number, then we'll... Kind of surprised artists who migrated to Trinity to commit terrorist attack. Yeah, that's kind of surprising. Yet, though. Down to someone in aid called to us, so we marched towards it in accordance with our duty. I mean, can you EX all over my face? That doesn't even make sense. Why not? I don't know about Fortnite collab. Everyone in the community will lose their minds. True. It would actually be kind of funny, though. I wonder how that would go on both sides. Ow. Fuck. Ow. I hit my elbow on my mic. In like the most painful way. I don't even know how it hurt that bad. Oh my god. How did I do that? Also, it kind of like made it fall a bit. This Titan. There we go. No, it does. When it comes to Mina, it does. But you know them? I've never met them in my life. You don't know anyone, Miss Subaru. Ah, Subaru there. Hold on. These new audience will come over to our safe space and begin harassing a shit ton of Japan Korean artists. We'll just kill them. It's okay. Is everyone here? Yes. Here, but what was the purpose of that? Yes, please enlighten me. Rather than so brashly taking hold of my hand, you may simply explain. Oh, man. I think she'll like that. That seems to be the issue, Sensei. That was a super scary face you made there. Do you need Hanae to cheer it away? Teehee. Yes, I do. To start, do I know these people? Yeah, they're the Remedial Knights. Trinity's Remedial Knights. A pleasure, Knights. I believe this is our first meeting since our encounter in the 4th Sanctum. That is true. That sounds about right. What a hectic day, wasn't it? Has the squad been well? That reminds me, where's that one nun? The one with the intense outfit. Oh, Sakurako? Sakurako is busy with her duties at the sisterhoods. She's busy with testing. I mean, studying for tests. Aha, that test. Huh? But doesn't that mean you all should be studying too? So what happened is, holding out a hand in aid to those in need should not fall to the wayside simply because it is exam season. I stake my honor that our brave remedial knights will emerge unscathed from both aid and exam. This is the very embodiment of aid. And most significantly, I currently reign undefeated in the rankings for practice exams. That's actually incredible. You're amazing, Mine. Thank you, Sensei. Haha, I knew she would be like that. That said, I have a request for everyone here. Don't talk about the Trinity of the Remedial Knights here. Yeah, no. Why would we need to do that? I am in agreement to lay a veil of subterfuge over the righteous path of aid. They don't like you, kind here. They don't like them. Captain, I actually think what Sensei is saying, it makes sense. You do? But are we not here to aid these Belagir... I don't know that word. How does Hanai know a word like that? What the fuck? Students? You see, if we don't hide the fact we're remedial knights, it'll cause thorny vines to grow all over our path of aid. Is that so? Yes, it's also written in scripture, right? Something like, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. What the fuck? While I harbor no objections to the veracity of the statement, is the sentiment not more fitting of the sisterhood? I think Sensei must have a really good reason for it. I think they're racist and you gotta show them kindness. He said, I'm fighting a kid thinking we should get a GA Gebura where special students DPS outside of our damage is very limited. But that'd be funny. Can we get a GA Gebura? Single target. Wait, who do we got for that? Who do we got for that? Wait, that's a good question. Who would we use? Hold on, I'm pulling up the chalet just because you piqued my interest in that. I need to actually get a tab going. Okay. Let's see. We got special. Blue. Iroha is AoE, right? Mashiro swimsuit. That's what we got. Mashiro swimsuit. That would be the way, wouldn't it? Would be the fucking way, wouldn't it? That's the way. Yeah. Alright, what about yellow Gebura? Yoshimi? No, she's AoE. Base cotton? Or satin? Oh, dude, if it were satin, that would be so fucking rude. Filter dealer? You're right, you're right. Let's go back to blue. It's still Mashiro. What is Serika? Area, yeah, she's AoE. It'd be Mashiro. Even if Serika does more damage. Actually, it depends on their base damage. Serika would still be better, fundamentally. Even though it's AoE, that's fucked up. Damn power creep moment. Alright, yeah, let's look at yellow. Give me a green Gebura now. Green. I think it's base cotton. That or satin. Nah. Circuit. That's AoE, never mind. Yep, base cotton moment. Yeah, Arinami would be happy. What about this? Just Nia? AoE moment. Yep, unfortunate. Yeah, this shit's not happening. The very fact though, like, okay, we do have quite a few options for this, but still. Good meme. Quite enjoyable. I see. I shall place my trust in your judgment, Sensei. We shall cooperate with your request. Thank you, and you really are the best, Serena. Me? Thank you. Yeah. I understand. While my heart still finds it unwilling, I have gleaned your intentions. However, times like the hold on, I'm leaning back a bit because there we go. However, times like these are precisely when one must be willing to take the stage to proudly promulgate our message of aid. We need only conduct ourselves with sincerity, and Arya shall respond in kind. I'm begging you, please. I have given you my word, and it is my pleasure to heed Sensei's request. Wow. While here, neither word of the remedial knights nor Trinity shall pass our lips. Do you think the Wings will give it away, though? Do I low-key want to pull for Swimsuit Mashiro just in case GA Gebby comes in like less than 4 months in JP for now? They'd release a student with it. I wouldn't worry about it. They would not. Like, as much as we like go Lamau, haha, BA devs not knowing what they're doing, they will release a student with that that'll work. They're not that dumb. Is everyone else okay with that? Yes. So that's it, Captain. While we're here, do we have permission to call you just Mine? Ooh. It may raise suspicion if we were to call you Captain. Pardon, however. No, it indeed would be strange to address me in this setting, then I suppose. Please go ahead then. Yes, Mine. Mine? Oh, she's so into that. I can do that, Mine. My apologies, I mean no offense, it's only due to the current circumstances. No, not at all. In fact, I find it rather pleasing. Mine, does it not make me sound like a rather normal, approachable student? To be fair, you're really not normal and approachable, so I understand that. Sorry for interrupting, but if we're all ready then. Remedial Knights? No, the Anonymous Community Service Club is visiting audience to spread their message of AIDS. Understood, everyone? Understood. While we really appreciate all of this, I was just wondering, are you and the rest of the squad members okay with this? There's no need to worry, Serena. If anyone were to ask us where we were from, we would respond Arius without question. But the reality is we're somewhere between. Yeah, they're kind of weird. Even that's being generous. So everyone's happy now, right? Yay, I'm so glad! Oh no, Hanai, please. Woohoo, it's always a pleasure to be around someone so exuberant. I look forward to working with you. Me too! I like this interaction. Two of the best healers in the game. Having Hanai with us would be akin to taking an energy pill. Why don't we trade, Serena? You could have Hiyori in our stat! Oh! Ooh! Nuxie needs to see this. Hold on. This guys. I'm gonna post this, adding Nuxie on the Discord. He needs to... He needs to see it. Hold on. Guys, you must like this post on the Discord. It needs to be... Nuxie needs to know. Required. Oh man. What? What? Oh no, she's sad. Yes, pair up the energetic with the scared. That's a good idea. It would be so good. Nice to meet you, Sarita, Mine. Sensei, could we consider this proposition a form of aid? No. Yeah, where am I going? Apologies, surely Hane was simply so bright I couldn't help but poke fun. I love how Hane's like, where do I go now then? She was like, yeah, I guess I'm being traded. I understand now. Hane really is like a morning glory bloom, isn't she? I knew it was a joke, but the whole time, definitely. You okay, Maya? I feel a little drained. Can you drain me? I know that feeling. So what now? Excellent question, Sensei. To begin, we must lay down a foundation from which the spirit of aid will burst forth. The the Anonymous Community Service Club. Okay, their first mission. Wait, about to say Remedial Knights. I'm dumb. I didn't realize. No, the Anonymous Community Service Club's first mission shall be to establish an infirmary. We'll get all the sick people. Kill them. Canadian healthcare. Is it 10? Good work, Mine. And Sensei, too. Good work, Sensei. You too, Mine. Did it call in her Mine? Just call her Miner, because her name without pronounced in Japanese looks like she likes mining. Oh, yeah, mine. Yep. You know what sucks is that because of like me being used to how Japanese pronunciation is sounds, I pronounce like words that end with the E like that. It's been quite a problem, especially for like words I don't know or like names. I'm just used to pronouncing things initially in a Japanese way just because it makes more sense to me. Mine. That went faster than you thought it would. Duh, this is our specialty. Going fast on me. Hello, Sensei, and... Who's this? Oh, hi, Subaru. Yeah? Hello, volunteers. I love her eyes. I don't like the rest of her. I like the mole on her neck, but I like her eyes, too. That's it. Kind of it. Hello, are you the student council president here? We don't have those kinds of designations and titles here. I'm sorry, we're not fully familiar with how things are done here yet. We're not? Pardon? I barely stopped the two from saying more. Do you mean to say you picked this place, of all places, to come volunteer without doing any research or having any particular reason? Yeah, they're like that. Just like... That's... Yes, it is as you say. Do you find fault with that? Yep, Mine. I wouldn't go that far, but you have no idea what dangers could lie ahead. Despite that, you came all the way here to help the pitiable for your own self-satisfaction? In a way, it's mind-bogglingly brave. I presumed your objections were of more complicated nature, for my response is quite simple. You suffer from a lack of aid. Aid? As I said, and the only cure is to respond with a tsunami of aid. And if through our efforts we may reduce the number of people suffering by even one, then we cannot surrender. That is the essence of aid and community service. All else fails to the wayside. That's incredible, Mine. Subaru's enjoying that. Indeed, incredible, just as I've heard. Has she heard? Yes, I've heard about a lot about Trinity's Remedial Knights. Who? What did you say? The Remedial Knights? That's definitely not us three. We're the Pinnacle Soldiers. I appreciate the effort, but you can drop the act. Did you really think you could slip some Trinity students past me of all people? Yeah, you're not... Yeah. Now I'm sure no one wants to drag this out, so let's get to the point. Just stick to your gimmick as some community service club who came to help. Okay. Stay in your lane and I'll allow this. Just know, we will be having an entirely different conversation if this were the Tea Party or the Sisterhood. That checks out, to be fair. I would understand. But I do know that the Remedial Knights is a bit of an oddball club in Trinity. You know all of that? It was nothing. We were one academy once, weren't we? Well, that's it. That's that. Keep your heads down and your mouths shut, and I'll give you a pass. Are we all in agreement? Understood. We agree to your conditions. Thank you. But the Remedial Knights captain didn't come with you all. Well, I guess that makes sense. That's Mine right there. There's only one of her, after all. Running a huge club like that must make it difficult to participate in its activities. Huh? That's Right, our captain is currently providing aid to others in need. That's why she sent us. Yeah, Sarah immediately fucking lies. Very based. They're like, wow, her information isn't that great. Ooh. Yes, that is correct, essentially. Okay, well, anyways, I'm glad to hear that. I've heard things about her too. She's a militant leader who bulldozes anything and anyone in her way. That's crazy, really? Could you imagine if someone like that were to come here? I must interrupt. You seem to harbor a misunderstanding here. The Medial Knight's captain is someone who has dedicated her very life and soul to the mission of spreading aid. Ah, here, we just call someone like that an ignorant blockhead. Care with your words, please. She conducts herself with sincerity and unwavering resolve. Denigrate her efforts and character so flippantly. You Remedial Knights really do trust and respect each other, don't you? Understood. Let's move on then. My presence is just going to distract from your community service, so I'll be stepping out. If something comes up, well, call me. Okay. Mine, are you good? Mine? Oh, Hana is sad. It makes me sad. Look at that. Worry not, Serena, Hana. This is ever more reason to wholly dedicate ourselves to our mission. Yes. However, before that, I shall retire for a short rest. My apologies. Oh no, she's gonna fucking kill herself. Of course, take your time, please. Hanai, why don't we go move those boxes outside the meantime? Okie dokie, leave it to me. Look at her, Yaiba supremacy, by the way. Yaiba supremacy. You good? Hey, you okay? Naturally, you're not okay. I suppose attempting to conceal this from you is a fool's errand. When one is faced with such bottomless fury seething just beneath the surface, what is the proper recourse one could provide? It depends. You have a few options. One, you just kind of be as unconfrontational as possible. And there's two, you be as confrontational as possible. You have to go in an extreme direction. You have to like let them let loose and like, what's it called? Blow off the steam. Or you just kind of like wait for them to calm down. I don't know. Subaru is kind of an interesting character. I don't really know what her solution would be. Like, I don't know what gets her so angry at everything. I'd say in a case like her, you just have to be as nice as possible. Give no reason for her to be mad. Like, to the point to where she knows it's ridiculous to be mad. And then she'll keep being mad, even though it's ridiculous, but then be like, why am I so mad? Hopefully. That's kind of the way I see it. Is that what you felt? Yes. These are the thoughts that stayed my tongue. Yeah, I think you did that right. Proper recourse, that in itself is offering aid. That is true. To receive the hatred of those who have resided here all this time. If that alone could dissipate it, I would receive it again and again. However, they remain steadfast in that boiling pot of hatred. That is true. You know what? You're right, Keishan. That is the true answer to all of life's problems. And aid is communication, a relationship. If I reach out my hand and it is rejected, how can that be? How can that be aid? Perhaps my belief here is a cynical one. However, you cannot hope to persuade someone who does not at least hold open the door to allow you to peer in. I have seen it before. People who board up the entryway entirely, all while praying that someone with the strength to tear down their barricades entirely will one day come knocking. Sensei, is something troubling you? Are you injured? Thought about it again and again, but I should have handled things properly back then. Yeah. Sadly, the writers did not want to have an Arya story immediately after Volume F, but you know, it's just what happens. I never should have left things the way I did, or as soon as I did. Hindsight is often our greatest critic. critic. You cannot diminish what you've done for this place and for us with perceived mistakes and faults. I understand. You know, that's good advice. However, regarding the situation, to them, we are of Trinity, therefore we are of the Remedial Knights. Should we claim to empathize or understand their plight, the Aria students' hatred would only fester ever more deeply. Very true. Wait, Mine being reasonable? I'm confused. So perhaps this desire of mine is one rooted in arrogance. Well, it depends. Well, not rooted, I would say, but like optically. And that doesn't matter, to be fair, but it can matter when dealing with your success or failure of it. Ooh. Regardless, my naive soul desires to mend the bridge which binds us. That's why it's not arrogance, because that's what you want. Really enough, the Aria story is apparently readable way before Volume F, so the timeline of Kivylos gets weirdly distorted. Is it? It can? No, that's literally not true. Because we just saw Atsuko say to Hiyori, what's it called? Wait, no, Volume F is... No, Eden Treaty was the one with the fucking... No. Shoot, when did they meet? The Remedial Knights and Arius. That was in Volume F, right? I think so. Or maybe it was Eden Treaty. But they did mention that they last met when they were, what's it called? They were fighting with Sakurako. I think, no, that was Volume F, because Sakurako was in her skin tight, funny outfit. And that was Volume F. Yep, so, technically not true. I would say, like, readable. Our squad was there in Volume... No, I know that. I'm just wondering if the event where the Remedial Knights and squad met was in Volume F or Eden Treaty. But no, that was Volume F. So you could probably technically read it before, but canonically this takes place after Volume F. We will never reach a better tomorrow through distrust and ignorance. It's all lip service, however. Yep. You know, this might be my first time seeing you tired, Mina. Well, maybe. I feel you have shifted from your usual demeanor as well, Sensei. Yeah, I'm stressed out as fuck here. Like, they could just kill me. Like you saw what fucking Saori did, and she, like, was even that mad. She's just like, this Sensei guy? Yeah, let's shoot him. And then she did. Yeah, at least she's better now. And also, if she were to hear me say that out loud, she'd probably, like, piss and shit herself. And, like, start crying again like she did yesterday. I forgot that... There's been no time skip with this. I have an inquiry as your student, not as captain of the Remedial Knights, okay? When one finds themselves at the end of the rope, what gives them the strength to continue holding on? Got nothing better to do. That's my thought. If you're at the end of the rope, sunk cost fallacy. Hell yeah. Imagine Saori drops the N-word if you're black. That'd be that would be funny. I would say that would... Full on PewDiePie bridges you. Alright. Ooh, we got Sensei Sage advice. Hey, Sensei. Hey, hypothetically, if someone were to grab you at 8%. Say hypothetically, if Luigi were to grab you at 8, I actually don't remember what percent it was for that meme. Really wanted to throw their life away. Yeah. What do you mean by that? Is it even possible to stop them? What do you mean possible? So, okay. Let's see. Say hypothetically someone really wanted to throw their life away. Is it even possible to stop them? Technically, no. But most people think they're there, but they're not. If someone really wants to die, they'll find a way. But most people really don't want to die as much as they think they do. That's why they get stopped. It's not like it's not like people who failed at the attempt. You hear a lot of people talk about their failed attempts, but not a... This may be some survivorship bias there, but you never hear about the people that failed their attempt and then they're like, oh, let's do it again, right? I mean, it does happen, but I don't think that's as common as with the other thing. But that's just anecdotal thought speaking. I don't know statistics about that. The thing they believe in, the people they trust in. Belief, you say? Woohoo, your talent for catching me off guard remains unparalleled. Surely an educator's response should follow along the lines of act with logic and caution. Every challenge is merely an obstacle to overcome. Well, that is true, but you have to like fuel your desire to pursue logic, and that's the thing. It's like logic doesn't matter if you don't care. It's like I could say 2 + 2 = 5 and the world doesn't explode. I have to like go on with the I have to go on. Life doesn't always work that way. People tend to be motivated by their feelings and belief system. This is true. You can't be motivated by logic, or unless your belief system is centered around logic, in which case it's the same exact thing. Whether that be faith in something greater or trust in someone inside themselves. Emotions are reflections of our consciousness, yeah. Which is why we tend to respond to them more reflexively, yeah. People aren't that bidding of their emotions. People aren't at the bidding of their emotions. They help push people forward and follow their hearts. See, it seems I've received a private lesson from you, Sensei. Can you give me a private lesson next? As long as you believe in yourself and that the path you've chosen is correct, then I should continue down the path I've chosen, yes. However, who defines right from wrong? How could one be certain of the path I've chosen is the correct one? See, that's a really good question. You have to prove it yourself. I've been trying to do the same. You as well? What could you possibly... Dude. I don't get the answers to the fucking meaning of life. I have to figure that out, man. It's hard. How could I ignore a student in need of aid? I couldn't call myself a teacher. How very simple, and yet it didn't occur to me. Thank you, Sensei. Yeah, just do it, Lamau. Truly, I cannot fully express my gratitude. Gently, Mine leaned her head against me. Fuck yeah. Now sit on me, please. Please excuse me, Sensei, just for this moment. How tall is Mine? She's shorter than me. It's fine. Barely. Barely, by the way. Barely. It's actually really fucking close. It's kind of scary. Yes, even a moment is enough. So please, allow me this. With her head pressed against my shoulder, Mine began breathing evenly in no time. It felt like time had frozen for that moment, but it didn't take long for it to shatter. No! The Horn of Gondor. Holy shit, this horn's kind of ominous as hell. An unidentified noise. Sensei, did you hear it as well? Nah, what the fuck are you talking about? I heard it too. What could it have been? Oh, that means to come, right? Is someone blowing a horn or something? Nope. Yes, it could be interpreted as a signal of some sort. It's hard to tell. Kinda had an ominous ring to it though, didn't it? It did. Oh, are you sad? I think so too. What should we do, Mine? It matters not. We shall do what we must. You forgot to attach the Giga Chat image. If you see something strange in your neighborhood, you're gonna call. Damn. The trumpets blow. Is it the first trumpet of the apocalypse? That's a cool-ass cathedral. There you go, one for you too. There's lots to go around, so please form an orderly line. Alright, are we giving out food stamps? What even is all this stuff? To begin, this food package was specially created to treat nutritional deficiencies. While not to the extent of malnutrition, the medical exams for you and all the students residing here will have revealed concerning issues. You're all too poor and hungry to think. However, saturated fat and sugar levels were elevated. Regardless, please make use of these rations to address your nutritional deficiency. You will find the taste to be sweet. Damn. You know it's fucked when like they have to be given sugar in order to like meet their nutritional needs. 500 calories per pack would be excessive for those of regular diets. Yeah. However, these are designed to efficiently replenish the body. They are easily digested as well as high in nutrition, vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Please consume 2 or 3 a day to begin. Thank you. And look, this is a water purifier straw. There's a built-in filter, so you could even drink out of a puddle with this. That sounds kind of cool, actually. Filters out microorganisms too, and it can remove up to 99.9% of bacteria. Oh yeah, time for that brain-eating amoeba to make it through. Like a special tool that makes it so you can drink water from anything. Give them a pack of sugar and they'll be good for the rest of the week. Yup. These portable ones can filter out like 700 liters of water. That's fucking crazy. Oh, but it can't filter out viruses, chemicals, salt, or heavy metals. If it could filter all salt, I'd be genuinely shocked. I can use that filter. Wait, for what? What do you mean by chemicals? That does not narrow it much down from Maya. Oh. Viruses, because they're so tiny. Chemicals, I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by chemicals? Salt is because Lamau, dissolving ion moment. Heavy metals, honestly, it should be able to filter out heavy metals unless they're like soluble metals, or insoluble, I should say. Yeah. So like maybe like an aluminum. These aluminum does kind of go whoopie whoop. What else? Make sure to drink slowly. Secondly, the straw has limits. If the water is too dirty or muddy, it won't be able to filter everything. Okay, I think I'm done talking now. You know, Hanai, you sometimes sound really smart, but then I remember that there's just nothing going on in here, and then I'm just confused. Does this mean we don't have to collect rainwater in pots anymore? Or get sick after drinking still water? To be fair, the rainwater is probably still kind of dirty. But the still water is kind of bad. Even through that, right? We also have first aid kits. No one can predict an emergency, so it's important to be prepared. This kit contains 30 types of basic medical supplies. Did you say 30? Yes, it contains first aid supplies, small flashlight, a battery pack, emergency manuals, hand warmers, and even an emergency foil blanket. Damn. That's kind of useful. It's a standard first aid kit from our community service club. Ah, yes. That's their standard? Incredible. For anyone that's kind of dirty given how we humans have completely shitted too much with technologies with carbon dioxide. Well, carbon dioxide is actually not really like... It's just fizzy water, man. Carbon dioxide is not that bad to like consume as a drink, right? Obviously, you don't want to... Well, you don't want to breathe large quantities in, but like... It's just gonna make like carbonic acid at worst, but I doubt it. I doubt it even do that. The carbon monoxide would be worse, but there's other things that picks up on the way down. Like, you drink stuff with carbon dioxide all the time. In fact, I'm drinking Sprite right now. But the CO2 is not that big of an, not that big of a problem when it comes to pollutants. It's like the least worrying. Like, the worst thing it does is acidify the water. But that's why we need more algae. I think the bigger problem is when we, fucking, I don't know, kill plant life, I guess. I'm surprised that you're even holding classes in a makeshift infirmary like this. Education knows no borders. This is true. I'm a very pro-free education type of person. Because I believe that your knowledge on something is what limits you when it comes to like elevating yourself. So once you remove that limitation, then no one has any excuses anymore. It's like, oh, I can't do this. Well, you could figure it out. Here you go. You have all the knowledge in the world right here. Figure it out. Yeah, I was greenwashed very hard back in primary school when I was year 4. Yeah, you're Australian. Of course you were. I have like, so I have a degree when it comes to like, well, I in chemical engineering. I'll say that. Yeah, I can say that. But I'll also say I technically work in the environmental industry. I technically do. So I am like the least biased I could possibly be by it, and I can still state like about most like global warming shit is just fear mongering. It's mostly fear mongering. There's some stuff that's like true, right? But most of the time it's like, yes, this is bad, but here's your options, okay? Make the world slightly worse over time until we figure out a way to stop doing it, or half the world starves to death. Pick one. Pick one. Because most immersion, the pollutions, what's it called? They are due to like the food manufacturing. Food industries probably pollute the world more than anything. But are you gonna just like stop making food for people? Like the process of making fertilizer is quite silly. So yeah. If we were to make clean fertilizer, food will increase in price by about 6 times. Well, the fertilizer would. The food wouldn't. But the fertilizer is a big percentage of what the food cost is. But yeah. Education knows no borders. I see. But yeah, that's why I believe in free education as well, so you stop having excuses on why you're stupid. Well, to be fair, education is kind of free, but it's just hard to, like, what's it called? Find like reliable sources for anything, because the internet has everything. You can find anything for free on the internet. Well, to be fair, the internet's not free, I guess, technically. But you can find a way to make it free. Go to McDonald's. But what's the point of all this? Especially stuff like math, like quadratic functions and calculus. Ooh, funny girl. So basic math always has its use. You cannot deny that. Like, all the way up through division and multiplication, that always has its use. That's always going to matter. Quadratic functions, that's honestly probably the most useless, but I found uses for it just for... What's a good way to explain it? 3-dimensional shapes, like Calc 3. That's essentially... But to be fair, do we use that much? We do use quadratic quite a bit in Calc 3. I don't remember. But Calc 3 is really good for, like, just architecture, building, surveying, mostly surveying. I'm just thinking of contour planes, and that's just Calc 3 written all over it. But to be fair, the layman probably doesn't need to know that. Check general sin pin me. What do you... What the fuck, Twitch? Oh man, how do I even respond to this? I think this is the only way. Yep, okay, we'll leave it at that. You might not use mathematical formulas in your everyday life, but learning to think mathematically will help you too. That's honestly the best answer I could have come up with. Like, thinking mathematically is important. Think mathematically? What does that mean? I mean, you learn to read statistics because people don't fucking know how. You've piqued my curiosity as well. Please elaborate, Sensei. Oh man, let me teach you about a certain demographic that is quite a minority in size, but produces a majority of a certain outcome. I wonder how that is. Math is just a language system that uses numbers as words. Okay, I think I get it. Yeah. Yes, actually, that's a good way to put it. You're saying that math removes ambiguity and explains the world with numbers? Yes, that's true. Math is a pure science. It is what it is. There's no interpretation. It is what it is. There's no like room for line or error. If you get a math question wrong, you fucked up. If you got the math wrong, you fucked up. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's like if you flip a coin and it's tails, then you got tails. I don't know where I was going with that one. That one didn't make as much sense. But in conclusion, there's no room for interpretation in math. It is what it is. There's different ways of getting the right answer, but the right answer is the right answer. The people who study math tend to be skilled at defining and explaining the problem's cause, process, and result. Yes. And following that vein, it teaches you to gather and analyze evidence to guide you to a logical conclusion. I see. Man. Can we have Blue Archive characters explain each stuff at school? That'd be so peak. Math is good for finding order and rules in chaos. Wait till you learn about chaos theory. I've actually don't know much about chaos theory. I just know it exists. It's a little silly thing though. I still don't get it. It's okay, Maya. Easy, take a photo of your penis to the face verification and get accepted in no time. Sure, I'm not a minor. No Twitch employee is gonna like that. I have to be. I probably shouldn't diss them like that on stream. They probably wouldn't like that. But to be fair, I can help you with being more persuasive. People like it when things are clear and easy to understand. This is true. Studying math can help you with that. Yep. So do your best to familiarize yourself with mathematical thinking. I think a very important thing that people do not get taught in school about math is math history. Like, why were these formulas discovered? Why did people care? Like, just learning about Archimedes is enlightening onto why the fuck should I care? And, like, Euler and Newton. Like, the fact that, like, just Newton in general. Like, oh, I want to learn about the world around me. But the math doesn't work. Let's make calculus. And by doing so, you can sometimes get others to listen to you. You can even show off a little at times. Huh? That doesn't sound that bad. If I had this mathematical thinking back then, would I still have gone through with what I did? What'd you do? What happened? That's... Oh! Yeah, you got scammed, dumb bitch. It happens. They are? Aren't they the ones who caused the Eden Treaty tragedy? What are you delinquents doing in our neighborhood? Yeah, get out of our neighborhood. Ugh, this is why a child's upbringing is important. A normal school would never let their kids run amok like Arius does. Be fair to Gehenna. That's the thing, they just did proceed like a Gehenna student. A few things happened. When we left Arius... Oh, I knew it. I knew this was gonna be scary. Adults are scary. The world is scary. Now that I think about it, isn't Sensei also an adult? No. Yeah, you're right. I apologize on behalf of adults. What? This is Sensei. You don't have to. You don't have to. Oh. Yeah, the outside world can be like that. But none of it is a reflection on you. Yeah, exactly. Misaki. It's only a reflection on you if it always happens and never doesn't happen. Then sometimes you're the problem. But if it happens once, then it's just unlucky. But pattern recognition, that's another... Well, actually, is that a math thing? It can kind of be, to be fair. Pattern recognition in math is really good. Like, I'm not gonna, like, be like, oh, what's 36 plus 53? And you're not gonna go, oh, let me think about it and write it down. You're gonna be like, actually, to be fair, those are kind of out there numbers. But... yeah, to be... Okay, here's a better example. 5 plus 5. You didn't think about, like, doing the math in your head. You just thought 10. Like, that's a pattern recognition type of math problem. I did kind of pick bad numbers to begin with, but that's okay. Just ignore that part. Misaki. Will it be easier to point our fingers at adults and the way the world works and call it a day? Yeah, but then you don't get anywhere. But nothing is black and white like that when it comes to life. It can be, but not that. Like, sometimes you can be black and white about people. Be like, that guy's a bitch. And then guess what? You're right. So just ignore all of it. Erase stupid adults like that from your memory. Don't erase it from your memory, but erase your interpretation of what they mean is valuable. You're like, yeah, that guy was a bitch. You can't do anything about them, so accept and deal with what you can and live based behavior. Wait, why is Misaki being based? The world is already awful enough. Endure what you can. There was a time in my life I didn't understand why I had to keep on going either. Wow. But Sensei just told me to give it a try, so I am. I'm trying to live. Hoo-hoo. Hee. What is it? You're getting on my nerves. Misaki, you've grown up so fast. Hello, Ineta. Shut up, Sensei. Quit the crocodile tears. You're obviously enjoying yourself. No. You know, you're the biggest problem of all, Sensei. You better watch yourself. What the fuck did I do? What? Sensei is... Yeah, they're the worst. An absolute menace. Sensei woke up one day and decided to give me hope and followed through too. You forgot to attach the Giga Chat image, Misaki. You forgot. Oh man. If they had been lying, I could have finally given up. But now I can't, since they should take responsibility for what they did to me and for the rest of our lives. But they haven't. And that's Sensei. Watch your back. I see. Huh? Does that mean we're gonna be together forever? Stop with those ambiguous, easy to misinterpret statements. No. They're silly. I like being silly. Hi, Sauri. Vanitas vanitatum. All is in vain. Sao sao. You haven't uttered the phrase in a while like that. It's a phrase I've heard countless times, but also a phrase that was misinterpreted countless of times. Its original meaning was, since all things will pass, so take things in moderation. Yep. You, me, and everyone will dissolve into the past. One day we might look back and think of this as nothing more than a hazy memory. You know, I understand that. Or we might not ever get to that day. That's not nice to think about. The future is guaranteed, so to be too set in one's way is unwise. The only kind of future that should be predetermined are the numbers written on a contract. On a contract, yeah. I can't read. Hoo-hoo, yes, it's very important. Oh shit, the second one. Second trumpet of the apocalypse. I hope that's what they're alluding to. That would check out. Is this the end times for Arius? Trumpet again. Is that 4 now? There's something happening out here. Do you think BA will ever make the big jump? What big jump? Keep calm. Panic never helps. Well, yeah, usually. What's the situation? Joe, my Saudi. Yeah? Over there. Oh! Hello? What are those? We don't know. They came out of nowhere. They seem to just be absorbing our attacks. That's not good. Can we fight them? Big jumps like Arknights did, like going from a gacha game to a AAA title. So, Blue Archive popularity is kind of weird. In Japan, this game is absolutely huge. Like there were billboards everywhere. It was kind of insane. I loved that. In the everywhere else in the world, it's kind of like, weh. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe. Hopefully. I would like that. I would like to see a hero shooter Blue Archive game. That would go real hard. I think that would be like the perfect spin-off type of game is a hero shooter. As much as I like to meme on hero shooters for being like overdone, like they're way too, it's an oversaturated genre. Like Overwatch made the first and best one. Well, not the first, but Overwatch kind of perfected it. Then they kind of died. Valorant kind of took up the ashes, but they kind of have a bastardized version of hero shooters by including Counter-Strike gameplay. But other than that, there's really no other one that matters. Like TF2 invented it. TF2 invented it, actually. I'm dumb. I will say Team Fortress 2 invented the hero shooter. And it all low-key perfected it. It was just not big. Overwatch kind of made it. Overwatch used to be so fun, guys. Beta and like early early season Overwatch was so fun. It was actually fun, guys. Back in the old ancient time of 2016. And now it's ass. Alright. I don't know, they came out of nowhere. They just seem to be absorbing our attacks. This feeling, I'm sure, similar to that thing that appeared the last time I heard the trumpet. Oh, yeah. Could it be? What the heck are they? First the trumpet, then 4 of these things? Huh? What trumpet? Are you serious? It was blaring in my ear. Do we need to check your hearing? What about you, Subaru? Did you hear the trumpet? No, I didn't hear anything. Only the believers here. See? Or is that what it is? Actually, that could be true. I don't remember the lore. That's weird. These ghost girls are kind of cute, though. What the fuck? Ah, they're coming this way. They kind of bad, though. Well, Mine's here to be based. Everyone, get behind us. Is everyone okay? Did anyone get hurt? We're ready, Mine. Perfect. From now on, the Anonymous Community Service Club shall serve as a bulwark against this threat. Let's go. Not even a second of hesitation. Guess I saw that coming. Things like that don't matter anymore. Think of it as us protecting our old home. Based. Everyone, be careful. Fighting time. Ooh, anyone new? No. This is an interesting team we got here, though. Sadly, Hanai gets like nuked out. Is this another Revelation reference in my kind of game? I think it is. I don't know Revelations too well, but I'm pretty sure that the reason that Subaru doesn't hear is... Wait, hold on. I can just look it up. We'll hear the trumpets at the rapture. Okay. They kind of don't know, but basically, that's what I thought. Only the believers will hear. So that checks out for Subaru. Oh, that's kind of sussy. Interesting. The most Christian game? It actually is. It's kind of funny. Alright, how do we deal with this one? Whoa, no, they're all on here. Oh, do we have Subaru? Yeah. Alright, Mine, do your thing, Mine. Alright. Yeah. Mine, you're supposed to pull them in. Alright, I need Atsuko stat. Misaki's fucking dying. Alright, okay, we can double hit with Hiyori here. Alright, do your thing, Hiyori. Alright, you'll waddle away. Alright, is Misaki good here? Of course not. There's garbage everywhere. Alright, let's just go for this one then. Whoa, she sounded different there. Probably a scripted fight. We'll see. I don't know, man. It's looking pretty good. Stop being stunned. Oh, it's a scripted fight. There's just no one died in the scripted fight. What the fuck? Why'd you make me lose? Where help is needed. Woo. We've only done 2 so far. We're kind of slow, aren't we? Gah. Atsuko, get back. She's the other tank, though. But Misaki. Watch out. Giga Chad Mine strikes again. Mine. Ooh. What the fuck did they send her the pocket dimension? What is this? Everything is dark. Am I sinking? Huh? It was a matter of perspective. In a way, it was simple. In a way, it was trivial. There were those who believed they alone held the pen to the truth. OPA has a popular rise like UMA did. I'd argue Blue Archive in Japan is as popular as UMA is right now. Early UMA was definitely more popular, but current UMA and current BA are about the same popularity there. In the States is different. UMA is way more popular here now. But that's because the game is new and it got a huge boom for some reason. To be fair, UMA is great, that's why. There were those who believed they alone held the pen to the truth. Mankind instinctively seeks to prove itself to God. Yeah? The claim to be the one true orthodox is inherently a declaration that all who oppose you are wrong. And the council hereby declares the permanent and irrevocable excommunication of Arius. Oh fuck, this is lore. Oh man, this is old lore. Oh. In the name of our holy parents, holy children, and the Holy Spirit. And thus began the long history of our persecution. This is Arius. I expected when UMA to come to America there was going to be a niche game. I didn't expect it to boom like it did in the US, but to be fair, it's still a niche game, I would say. Like, it's definitely a lot bigger than most gacha, but it's still like every gacha game is niche. This is Arius. There was no path forward. With nothing but bloodied hands and battered souls, we forged our own. Light faded from existence, and we were sacrificed to the shadows. They left us to rot in sewage and despair. Existence is no better than the rats that scuttled beneath their feet. Trinity thirsted for our complete eradication. From the highest reach of the sky to the deepest pits of this land, they wanted our existence to be expunged from reality itself. It was under these circumstances that our survival became the highest form of resistance, our only one. We festered with a hatred that we were too weak to avenge, and so it collapsed inwards. So many were lost. Meaningless loss soon became entangled in the rhythm of our daily lives. Hatred spread through us like poison. And thus, vanitas vanitat, all is in vain, et omnia vanitas. Trinity, those presumed judges, declared our excommunication inevitable. Trinity, those presumed judges, declared it the consequence of our own sins. Trinity, those presumed judges, declared suffering our penance and fate. Here we protest. Fate is nothing but a fabrication. Nothing in this world is predetermined. If not for their own machinations in the past, where would we be standing? They must answer us. If not for the history they determined, what kind of tomorrow would we be dreaming of? They must answer us. If not for the hatred they planted, what fruits of love would we be harvesting today? They must answer us. Please forgive me. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. They'll never. There exists a world where it is a sin for a child to hope. There exists a world where it is a sin for a child to pray for happiness. I let go of all hope. I won't rebel. I will never pray for happiness. Never again. I'm sorry. In such a world, even the word mercy no longer holds meaning. Have mercy, please. Mercy. Answer us. What sanctity lies in a truth that took away our children? What is righteous before the tears of a starving child, whose meals are procured through thievery, whose hands know no warmth but their own breath? Who can claim justice before a child whose life has known naught but meaningless suffering? That's... Answer! It is your duty, your obligation. The present is built upon the foundations of its dark past. It was a mere matter of perspective, interpretation, something so simple, so utterly trivial. And yet, from this wellspring, did rage and resentment, hatred and despair burst forth. The children of this land have long walked alongside death, treading closer than any other else in Kavodos. So tell me, by which audacity, by which entitlement do you dare live on? Holy shit. Answer. I cannot, for I possess no answer to your question. The issue lies in the question itself, for no justification can or should ever be made. Oh. Oh. Even the stars and the moon in the sky could not bear to face their sins and hid away their light. Valvadis Domine. I did that right? Did I say that right? I'm gonna say I said that right. As your student, there's something I want to ask you. At the end of the lowest of lows, what makes someone stay on their feet? This is... I see a memory of when I asked Sensei this, literally like 10 minutes ago. And Sensei's response had been, what that person believes in. Some things don't work that way. What makes someone act is their feelings and beliefs. Whether it be faith in something great, or trust in something within themselves. Sensei, then where is it must I place my faith? Please guide me, Sensei. How can Trinity atone for all the sorrow and tragedy we cause? Do what you believe in. I do not recall Sensei saying such a thing. What you believed in? What kept you going in your darkest moments? No, wait, this is... I know it. I'm certain this is Sensei's advice. We cannot change the past, but that doesn't mean we can't continue living in the present. So if the path you took till now isn't wrong, continue to stay true to that path and prove yourself. Path I took? That's... You turn a deaf ear to the voices calling out for help. How would you see yourself? I see, that's how, Sensei. I have my answer. Perhaps it may not be a satisfactory one. However, I shall declare here and now my right to continue living on despite our sins. You are correct. This world is one overflowing with sorrow, one where pain is often the keystone of our existence. The present could not exist without the sacrifices etched into the foundations of the past. Despite these incontrovertible truths, I can't read. I shall continue my trivial menial pursuits. And if those pursuits can remove even one spoonful from the deluge of sorrows, I seek nothing else. There are things in this world I must protect. I do not do so with the expectation of reciprocation. Since when did my hubris lead me to such reprehensible entitlement? For it is both my duty and my pride to follow my path of righteousness. Go forth with faith and honor your heart. Upon reflection, calls for aid echoed all around me. If I could only return in time and attend to each and every one of them. Why must the limits of our bodies be so restrictive to our desires? Regardless, the path forward is clear. I shall never allow those voices to fall upon deaf ears again. As long as these feeble hands can reach, I shall hold on them out. This is my naive hope that these seemingly microscopic choices shall accumulate piece by piece, effort by effort. And one day, each and every one of those innocent children can see a better future in a better time. For medicine knows no borders. based. Everyone, behind me! Captain! Captain! The remedial knights will protect you. Woohoo! Just Mine! What is this? A Mine arc? Hold on, this is mega. I like this. Oh man. Oh, so Mine, let her soul with them. Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh, she's dead. But did we win? Oh, what does that mean? There was no victory or defeat sound. Mine! May punishment find you. Oh no. I will do one more. I feel like we're gonna do a triple one for this. I feel like this will be a 3-parter. May punishment find you. You. Mine, you good? Oh. Mine! Isaki music. Okay, Captain? Captain! Oh no, we have to secure her airway. Breathing seems to be stabilizing. Got it. I'll start loosening the clothes around her neck and waist and get a stretcher. Yes, please. Did you hear that? You heard it too. She's definitely just said remedial knights, right? So those volunteer people were from Trinity? That captain. She was there. She was there the day Madam disappeared. Saw her. What was she like? Well... Ooh. From here on out, your role is to quickly rescue and treat any enemies I injure. What's wrong? Whoa. 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 Woe to the inhabitants. Because of the trumpets. Whoa, that was too fast. I couldn't read that. Huh? What was that? Was that loud voice coming from the sky? Woe to the inhabitants? Because of the trumpet blast about to be sounded by the 3 other angels? Oh, that was just the first one. Oh, fuck, it is Revelations. Oh, God. Oh, no. We all know how this goes. Could it be that? There's no way. That's just a story from the Book of Revelation. Oh, my God. Nikkei Adge in New York City? Is there really? Oh man. Can we sponsor a Blue Archive Adge in New York City, guys? But it's the Book of Revelation, you know, the one Arius believes. Of course they believe that one the most. That's probably their favorite book. Wouldn't that mean that right here at this place, peak writing? I know, right? Dude, honestly, like, no joke, the Bible is like the ultimate form of like just storytelling when it comes to like for your world building. I think people like mature girls, and it's kind of cringe, bro. But yeah, the Bible has some great world building for it. Like yeah, then we know what those are too. They must be the angels of Revelation. They're harbingers of the end of the world. I never really finished reading the Bible. I have like so many bits and pieces knowledge of it, but I've never actually read all of it. But I like know a lot about it. I like should read it. I think I'll audiobook it. I technically no, I don't have the audiobook, but that'd be a way to do it. Just like have it in the background. What in the world was that? Do any of you know? You always like, ah, nah, not again. This could be. It's impossible. It must be Atsuko? I'm sorry, Sensei. All I have is conjecture at the moment. However, should not our priority be to move the remedial knights to safety? Yeah. Serena, is Mine okay? Yes, Sensei. She's not in critical condition, but Serena, Sensei. I finally stopped going to church after my dad accident. I just don't feel like right now. Yeah, I can see that. But if you ever have free time, it'd probably be good. Arya squad. Got it, Sensei. Misaki, we're opening up a path. Sorry, but Could you make way for us? Subaru? Stand down, everyone. At least for now. She's fair, at least. Got it, Subaru. Thank you, all of you. No need, I'm happy we had the opportunity to be of assistance. When will BA touch Lovecraftian stuff? I don't think they will, because obviously BA goes off of like Bible lore, but Lovecraftian is like nothing to do with that. I wonder, do they dabble into anything else? Just Hebrew stuff too, right? Obviously, I remember that one meme about Gebuda. Someone was like, no wonder Gebuda is a ship boss. It's a Jewish name. Mom still drags my ass to church no matter how hard I resist or sleep in the afternoon every Sunday. Damn. Yes, for the remedial nights as well. It's more Jewish-related lore. Exactly. Lovecraftian, you can make such... you can make honestly a good joke on how Lovecraftian horror is Jewish-related lore, but it technically isn't. But that'd be funny. It's for the remedial nights as well. Thank you. I thought we were done for. And you too, Serena. Or Senna. Wait, Senna's here? Wait, what? Oh, hi, Senna. Where are the bodies? I was simply following standard protocol for emergency response. Lovecraftian is kind of far-fetched, not gonna lie. Yeah, exactly. But Lovecraftian is, like, that's the thing. Is, like, Bible is historical, but Lovecraftian is full-on, like, a man's storytelling. Like, he's like, yeah, no, this shit fake, Lamo. Yeah, but I want to know if they ever make Octopus Girl based on Cthulhu. I mean, Ina. There's a VTuber. There's a VTuber for that. You know my Ina niece? I was simply following standard protocol for emergency response. But that'd be kind of cool to get like a, what's it called? A gacha game where the girls are sent around Lovecraftian themes. That'd be interesting. Would Lord Terraria? I'm pleased to be working with the Remedial Knights as well. Again as well. Oh yeah, you have worked with us before. However, she's Senna. What's wrong, Senna? Yeah, I've had enough of Lovecraft in the neighboring game. I've never played that. I will say though, I do love games that have, like, what's it called? Their lore is based around a niche subject. Like, like, I love how Black Souls is based around fairy tales, and I love how ReZero is based around constellations. I don't know if you know that, but by Season 3 of ReZero, you'll understand that ReZero is based around constellations, and it's such good world building because it's self-aware about it. It's self-aware about it. It's like, hold on a second. How come all these characters are based around stars? Huh. How should I put this? To begin, there are no medical issues with her current physical condition. I've confirmed this. Cthulhu main girl, I don't know anything about... I do not know anything about Cthulhu lore or Lovecraftian lore. Nothing. I just know Cthulhu, Lamo. There are no medical issues with her current physical condition. I've confirmed this. Estimating from the times listed in the report, she should have regained consciousness by now, but it's simply something to note as of now. However, please understand, Sensei, what I'm gonna say isn't a reflection of any kind of data, but just my base intuition. In a way, it's a complication of all the data I've accrued during my long history of fieldwork. There are millions of entities mentioned in these stories. Exactly, so it would work really good for a game. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, fuck. Captain? Can I give any more details? My apologies, but it's difficult to explain. But still, my intuition is telling me that Mine's journey to recovery will be a long one. For the time being, we'll keep her vitals stable and treat symptoms as they present. Understood. I'll escort you to the Remedial Knights main building. Well, wouldn't that be a bit dangerous for you? It wouldn't be my first time. Let's... Sensei? Ooh, Mine's fine, right? Captain, are you okay? Sorry, Han. A persistent ringing echoes in my ears. If you could please... I'm sorry. Is this better? Yes, thank you for your consideration. And Senna, go ahead. You were correct. My current consciousness is only temporary. I shall be in your care for the foreseeable future, so thank you. I see. And Sensei, I must ask something of you before my time runs out. Ask me anything. Yes. Must thank you first. However, I only clawed my way out of the darkness led by the light of your words. Yay? I guess yay, yay! You'll be fine, right? Although I would love being able to touch on how Sensei's family is, there's so much Blue Archive can touch upon that it's kind of like, oh, will they? Maybe Sensei belongs to a Persian family that treats citizens to strikey photos. That'd be terrifying. Oh, that'd be kind of cool though. Like if it's his family and not him himself. No joke though. So if it's all like Bible lore, right? Sensei is literally Jesus. Like he is literally the guy who makes miracles. So Sensei's gonna die at the end, but then he'll rise again. But then he'll like leave. But I think that's how Blue Archive will end of service with Sensei's death. But for like they'll make it work. But they kind of have to do that with how the story is, don't they? I think that's the only way it could really work too. Can't really do anything else. And now, my request, please protect the everyday lives of the students here at Arius. I understand the request is both unexpected and unanticipated, however I must ask it of you. For somewhere along the way, I had begun to take it all for granted. The mundane routine of rising in the morning, donning one's uniform, attending class, participating in club activities, retiring to a dorm room. While mundane, trivial aspects of everyday life for us, they are precious moments to others. In reality, the stability afforded to those able to establish a daily routine is the result of the accumulation of many little miracles. Yeah. Pardon, you wish for me to travel to Arius? Yes, in your mission? I want you to help Sensei, who will be there helping the Arius students prep for an exam. Arius students? An exam? What does this all mean? Exactly as it sounds. I hope to keep Sensei from physically attending Arius for the sake of their safety. I suppose I should have known it's not in Sensei's nature. It matters not if their destination is the hell written of her scriptures. Oh, did Nagisa see this coming? Sensei will always go to a student in need. Sensei's just there with little dialogue as students instantly gets character development. And here's the thing though, Philly, is that it's good dialogue and it makes sense. He's just there to like talk no jutsu, and then it works, and it's not like it's not cringe. It's like, oh shit, Sensei, that's great advice, and then everything works out. He's literally just there to be just, yeah. Yes, I agree. Then, to my understanding, our objective is to secure Sensei's safety. While that is always of utmost importance, I have something more important to ask of you. Yeah. I want you to provide aid to Arius in whatever form it may need. I trust that you, of all people, understand what it is you're implying. Just say one word and students' mind explode. Man, I wish it was like that in real life. It can be, to be fair. It can be like that in real life. It's just most people figure things out. Like, I will say... Yeah, no, that's happened to me, I would say. It's just, more complicated than that, but the bare bones idea of that is kind of true. I know I've always had a certain manner about me that you've disliked, Captain Mine. And in light of recent events, I hardly think you hold me in the highest regard. Yeah. I don't come to you ignorant of this. Which is why this is not an order from the Tea Party to the Remedial Knights. It is a humble request from Kirifuji Nagisa to Aomori Mine. Because I am certain that Arius is in need of your aid. Some would assert that Trinity has no right to offer their hand to Arius. And they would be correct. However, others still know that Aomori Mine does not allow such obstacles to stall her pursuit of what's right. Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna hit you with your own philosophy, you better listen. I would not say I hold you in low regard, Kirifuji Nagisa. I would kind of a bit, to be fair. She's kind of like, kind of a bitch, but you know. She's gotten better. She's gotten better. Rio's definitely had a bigger improvement arc. I watched the video. Whose video was it? Hold on. I actually didn't watch the video. I watched parts of the video. I mostly read the comments. I'm sorry. I like his videos too. He always has some good Blue Archive content. Uh, hold on. I can't. I'm dumb. Faye Hunt's video, the best written character in Blue Archive, and it's about Rio. I'd argue I'd argue Mika is a better written character in Blue Archive, but I'm a little biased. But to be fair, the reason I like Mika is because of how well written she is. So, but Rio is pretty well written. I will give him that. But yeah. The Remedial Knights were the ones who abdicated their right to a seat of the Tea Party. We prefer to pursue our own justice, free of the burden of the position's duties. Where I just found it on my feed, putting it on my watch list later. Lamau. Yeah, I would assume most of you have it on their feeds. That's where I found it, to be fair. Yep. I haven't watched it yet, technically. I watched like a little bit at the beginning. In some ways, I'm grateful to you. However, I do not believe you and I can ever agree on method and manners. My apologies. I understand. Then I shall make my way to Arius Claby to follow a cry for help. What you've done here, Sensei, you've given these students a glimpse of a life they were meant to have and yet was cruelly taken from them. Things such as experiencing classes, studying with others, obsessing over trivial matters. These small daily routines of a student's life. Please, protect them. Yes, I will. Thank you. Captain. Captain? She lost consciousness again. A good sign that she was at least temporarily able to wake up, however. Perhaps it's rather a reflection of Mine's internal strength. Well then, Sensei, time is of the essence. Please take care. They're gone. It'll be fine. With me, it'll be okay. I trust Senna. I see. Okay. So, Atsuko, is there anything more you can tell me? Yeah, what the fuck was that? About what? About what Arius knows about those trumpets? Yeah. Not much, in a sense. We only know their names. Again, this is mere speculation, but they seem to be the beings we call the Angels of Revelation. But if somehow they really were Angels of Revelation, then that would mean Nikki during any, they tend to go hard on marketing, although they try to hide the loose stuff. See, that defeats the purpose. That's kind of their selling point. Yes. It's the beginning of the end of the world. Nice. I've dealt with that before. Let's just deal with it again. Arius Basilica. Woo! How many are there? How many chapters? Do you guys know? I'm gonna look it up. Actually, I can just look on the wiki. I'm dumb. I was gonna grok it. There's 2 wikis and it annoys me. End of the world feels like nothing compared to Volume F. To be fair, that was also the end of the world, so, you know. Yeah, I've dealt with it. My internet's being kind of slow. Is it because I'm streaming? Probably. Come on, you can open it. Yeah. Oh, it's being really slow. Bam, ba-dam, bam. Oh no, did you clip me or something? Sensei is Jesus. Oh, that. Lamau. Bam, ba-dam, bam, boom. Yeah, you need to devote yourself to Nikkei in order to actually enjoy it. That's honestly, I kind of feel that about Blue Archive, but I devote myself to Blue Archive, so it works out. Why can I not load anything on the internet? Excuse me, my internet is not out or anything. Oh, there we go. It was just being slow. I had to complain slightly. Has no one updated the wiki? Are you kidding me? No one's updated the wiki? I think the devs will pull full Catholic lore halfway through BA development around the 7th anniversary. Maybe. I don't know when they could possibly do it. To be fair, a lot of it does go over my head because they go fully in depth on that. Fandom is quite a bad site anyways. I'm not using the fandom site. I'm using the main one, and that one doesn't have it. I'll check the fandom one next. I know that one's worse, but if it doesn't have on this one, I don't really have many options. Is this one not updated either? Please update. Holy fuck. Porn on Coconut's fandom page. To be fair, I have good ad block, so I can never see that. Oh, this one. Yeah, now they didn't put shit in here. Oh, wait, maybe right here? Oh, these are just characters in here. How many are there? Are people editing shit on the page? Oh. Alright, I'm just looking it up. I'm grokking it. Let's see. I'm still trying to figure out because no source is good. Okay. Okay. I think Reddit saved me, and by Reddit, I mean Grok sourcing Reddit. I will confirm on Reddit. I hate confirming things on Reddit. Oh, there's 11. Okay. Well, that changes everything, actually. It's short if it's only 11. I will do one more then. If there's only 11, let's just do one more. I'll do one more. I kind of miss ads. Don't. Making us all gather at the Basilica. This place hasn't really been used since that day. Arius Basilica. Isn't that Orthodox? I guess they are kind of more Orthodox-esque. Back then, TV area. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Okay, I know what you mean, but even then, I still wouldn't want them. I know what you mean, though. Like, when advertisements felt useful rather than annoying. Like, oh, that's cool, instead of, God fucking end it all. You know what I mean? In moderation, I would accept that. The problem... And also, I'll actually say this. This is different as well. They were okay when whatever you were watching on TV, they planned for the ad, right? So that the scene would end, then you get the ad, then the show would continue. It wasn't nearly as bad. But when you get ads on a live streaming, like say Twitch or YouTube, in the middle of the stream, it's like, fuck you, you missed the content. Kill yourself. You know what I mean? That's what got me to go full ad block, is I got an ad during a YouTube stream I was watching, and I was so mad. I'm like, yep, that's the last ad I'll ever watch. Yep, no more. No, they're all gone. Haven't seen one since. Shouldn't have put it there. I didn't mind my pre-roll ads, right? But mid-roll ads, nope, gone. All gone. Even the pre-rolls gone. Never. They're gone forever. You lost me. Too bad. Unlucky. I heard when we got banished from the original chapel, we used this abandoned chapel building instead. That's when it got its name, the Basilica. I don't think anyone's come here since Madame disappeared. Based? Yeah. That was the best part is, Keishan, is that I was like a few weeks away from going, or I was like in my thought process of, should I just get YouTube Premium? I'm kind of getting tired of ads somehow. But then I went, nope, no money. Full ad block. Because, guys, if you don't know, that you know what YouTube Premium gives you? It gives you ad block. So why pay? What else does it offer? What else does it offer? This is why. If YouTube was smart, they would include one free membership in their premium. Then I would get it. Actually, I would get it now. I would use that membership somewhere. I would feel like it'd be worth. It's like, oh yeah, it's like Twitch Prime. YouTube should have a Twitch Prime for their membership. Or for their premium. Imagine paying to Google. Sir, I have tons of VTuber memberships. I already do. But I use ad block, so you know YouTube is already getting enough money out of me, so I'm not feeling any type of remorse. So like, oh no, I'm getting my content for free. I pay them enough. But I would get premium if they gave me a free membership out of it. The ad block continues until morale improves. I don't really know. I wonder what this place is supposed to mean to us now. And why did Subaru want us to meet here of all places? What's Subaru gonna say? Everyone here? Yeah. You all look uneasy. It's only natural, I'm right there with you. First, here's actually something I want to check. That's okay with everyone. From what I've gathered, everyone here heard the voice recorded in the Book of Revelation from the scripture. Did anyone here not hear it? There's nothing wrong if you didn't, so it's okay to tell me. I see no one. Okay, it seems like everyone could hear the voice. Still, I wouldn't say for certain that what we heard was an exact reading of the Book of Revelation. Well, why not? Everyone heard it, and it was booming from the sky. This is what's written in the Book of Revelation. As I watched, I heard an eagle that was flying in midair call out in a loud voice. What the fuck? Trying to blame it on an eagle? I never try those because I think after the free trial ends, it immediately pays for one without consent. For what? Wait. Pay for what? Like ad block? I don't pay for ad block. You just get an extension. I can show you mine if you... But if it's something else, then I don't know. Whoa to the inhabitants of the earth. Because of the trumpet blast about to be sounded by the other three angels. What's confusing me is the first part. The part about the eagle that was flying in midair. I kept an eye out, but I didn't even see a bird, let alone an eagle. What about all of you? Did anyone see anything like a bird? Well, to be fair, Mine, she did kind of jump. Okay, no one? I see, and there's one last thing that bothered me. Trumpet must blow 7 times, right? Okay. Yeah, I remember that too. And based on the voice we heard today, we should have heard 4 blows of the trumpet, right? Already, right? Yes, that's true. But I haven't heard a single blow of the trumpet so far. How about all of you? I heard it. I didn't hear it. You didn't? But it was so loud. I told you already. You were probably hearing things. But everyone heard that voice. Damn. Now I understand in that case. Everyone, I promise there's no deeper meaning behind this, so please don't read into what we're about to do. Nobody panic or worry. They eat the birds and Arias, that's why they're so silent. They probably do, actually. Can those who heard the trumpet move to the left, and those who didn't hear the trumpet move to the right? Alright, people on the left, gun down the right. I'm sure that would work out. Is it 50-50? Kind of. That looked like 66-33 to me. There are clearly fewer people who heard the trumpet, but enough to care. Huh? I think there's one more thing they have in common on top of that. Okay, great. Thank you. Based on everything I've seen so far, I think I have a working theory about this phenomenon we've all experienced. First, I think we need to head to Porta Passis to investigate it further. I don't know what that is. Porta Passis? Is she serious? Ch.2's always serious, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff. But even Madame forbade us from entering there. But Madame isn't here anymore. Ha, stupid bitch. And it's not like everything Madame said was right. Yeah, do you think? Still. I know everyone's feeling really anxious right now. But we have to find out what's happened. And Porta Passis is the only place in Arius where we'll find any answers. Almost the entirety of Arius' history and countless interpretations of the scripture have been preserved there. It'll have what we need. But you have to be careful entering Porta Passis. Yes? Those who are unworthy, insincere, or unfaithful try to enter. They'll find themselves lost, cursed to wander Arius aimlessly for the rest of eternity. But still, we need to understand this phenomenon and what it means for us. After all, Arius, it's always been a place where the paranormal things that all the technology in Kivodos could never explain have happened. It's kind of unlucky. We're unlike the immoral cowards of Trinity who tried to bury their shame deep into the past. They hid from the truth, hid from us by erasing us from history. And this is just speculation, but the events from the Book of Revelation may have manifested because of those Trinity students. And Shale Sensei. Yeah, Sensei do? I can understand why Trinity, but Sensei? Didn't they seem like a good person? I know what you're saying. Even I agree that deep down Sensei is a good person. Whew, we're good there. But intention and impact aren't necessarily the same thing. You and I, we've lived that harsh reality our whole lives. And in the end, Trinity has returned to Arius, and it's because of those remedial knights decided to do as they pleased. It was after they came that the Book of Revelation manifested, didn't it? And who was the one who opened Arius' doors to Trinity? Wasn't it Sensei? Oh man, it's no far stretch to say that Trinity, and therefore Sensei, is the cause of this incident. That's true. Even if Sensei didn't bother us with studying and tests, they should have let us be retarded over here. We would have been totally fine on our own. Exactly. I mean, what even is the point of studying? You're just putting yourself through something hard and boring for no good reason. I can't think of a bigger waste of time. Not like we have other things to do with that time, but still. This is the group that didn't hear the trumpet. Ah. Now the group that did hear. But I don't think studying was half bad. I see. The people that heard the trumpet are the ones that were like positive about all the changes. Yeah, we got to learn more about the outside world. I liked it better than learning different torture methods. What? Admittedly, I didn't really understand anything we were studying, and it's okay. You're dumb. Seriously, they were actually so boring and tedious. It was hard to stay awake. But I still liked it. I liked the fact that I could talk about my thoughts and that someone would listen to me. And this is the group that heard the trumpet. Hold on. No, I'll wait and see for now. Everyone, what happens if the angels blow the trumpet 7 times? What? That's... Would it be... Doesn't the Book of Revelation say that? We studied the Book of Revelation the most. That means... the destruction of Arius. That's not good. I see. That's correct. According to the scripture, 7 blows of the trumpet signal the end of the world. And Arius is where it will all begin. I guess next up would be 7 angels pouring out 7 bowls. What? What should we do? Yeah, maybe it's not too late. We need to kill Sensei. We have to purify Arius. Purify? What is that? Oh! He's right. Sensei, the squad, everyone, we have to chase him out. And what about studying the test? Huh? That's what you're worried about right now? You're on that side? Yeah, what about us? Who cares about other people? Exactly. Keeping that in mind, I want to know what you want. That's why I asked us to meet here at the Arius Basilica after all this time. Those of us who were banished were forced to into this false chapel. Then it was further desecrated by Madame. But still, this chapel is Arius's chapel, our chapel. Let's get back to our Arius. They said that there are 3 more trumpet blows left, right? But we didn't actually hear them. Well, that won't happen anymore once we purify everything. So there's nothing to worry about. But I've been reviewing really hard. That's it. We're done after just 1 day of class. That's so... Maybe not all of this is because of Trinity and Sensei. What? What? Who said that? Isn't she? Maya? I knew it. Oh, could you elaborate? Well, this is just what I think, but I don't even know everything will come true exactly as the Book of Revelation says. What's wrong with her? Is she retarded? Blasphemy. What makes you say that? Well, there was no eagle, and each blow of the trumpet was supposed to signal a new disaster. And what's the disaster? But nothing happened. Don't screw around with me. Trinity is setting their foot in here was a disaster. Why? And that Sensei too. Same with the squad. Yeah, the squad too. I actually hate the squad the most, even more than Trinity. Yeah, they throw their weight around, acting like they're smarter than us. They are, though. They're the ones who ran away from Arius, who abandoned us. I see why. Okay, I'm gonna call down. They could have done it. They're more than capable. Squad would have had no problem leading us all. They even said that they were of the royal blood. Why did Saori leave? Why did you leave us? Why did you run away from us? We all really looked up to you. What did you mean everything's too empty? Damn. You were one of us. You lived this with us. How could you go find salvation without us? Did they just say nothing about Hiyori? What the fuck? They just ignored it. Oh, you are catching way too many strays today. Oh, that's... Ooh. Man. When I look around, I start to think, is this really okay? Is this really okay to live like this? What's the rest of my life going to look like? Ah, the thing is, me too, all of us, we all wanted a different life for ourselves. But that's impossible now. No, it's not. What? We can do it. Surely. No. Maybe. How? Well, I guess we could ask Sensei. I don't really know, but Sensei knows a lot of things that we don't. I'm sure this will go over very nicely, and everyone will have a nice civil discussion about it. Sensei again? Sensei, ooh, ooh, Sensei this, Sensei that. I'm sick of it. You think Sensei is some sort of god? You think everything's going to work out and we'll find heaven if we just trust and follow that person? To be fair, that's kind of how it's been going. That's impossible. You know, while we're on the topic, you seem awfully keen on those outsiders. Well, because she went outside and came back, she must have been brainwashed over there. Arius' suffering is nothing new to them, and yet, what has Sensei done during all this time? What has Trinity done to help us? Trinity. We wouldn't even be here if Trinity hadn't left us to rot hundreds of years ago. No wonder Subaru wants to reopen Porta Passes. Subaru, are you seriously gonna let her talk like that? Huh? Subaru, you're on our side, right? You'll protect Arius, right? Prove it to us, Subaru. Hold on. Ma'am, you started this. Prove yourself. 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 Prove. Oh no. I think they might be crashing out a bit, guys. This isn't good. Subaru, what are you gonna do? You kinda are the only one that can do something. Prove. Subaru? Easy, pull out your pants to prove yourself. I see. That's not it. I'm not, no. I'm really not. I just... But you said you'd protect the nest, right? Can I ask you one thing? Yes? Sure? Did you hear the trumpet? I see. I'm sorry. Suda, I'm sorry. I won't do it ever again. I'll never speak again. I'll listen to anything. I won't ever talk about classes or studying or even wanting to do anything. I don't know what came over me. They brainwashed me outside, I swear, but I'm okay now. I'm okay, so please, I'll never do it again. Everyone, please escort Sister Maya out of the Basilica. She is to never return to this place. I'll be right behind you. Understood. Man, Subaru's gonna have the fucking character arc of her life after this. She's gonna have the character arc of her life. There's a reason why the thumbnail is the way it is, and she's gonna regret this decision. Subaru! Subaru! I'm sorry, it's all my fault. You're right. The way I was looking at everything was wrong. So please, Subaru. Everyone? Me too. Okay, now you can head back first. Understood. Don't abandon me. Ah, there it is. Is this what you wanted, ma'am? Subaru, Subaru, Subaru. No VA. Unlucky, Philly. Okay, that's it for today. Subaru's having a great time. She just kicked out one of her friends because she said the wrong thing. Fucking Soviet ass. Okay, to be fair, we have that with Red Winter, but Cherino would do it with a smile. But Cherino has the energy to be able to do that. When Subaru does it, it's cringe. You know what I mean? Like Cherino can kick out Marina, and all of us will be like, glory to Red Winter. But then when Subaru does this, it's like, ooh, are you sure about that, ma'am? Yeah. Well, I think the big problem is that they're retarded. Unfortunate. But you know how you learn when retarded? You watch as the rest of the world is out to get you, because sometimes when you're wrong, it doesn't make it work. It's genius, right? When you make the wrong decision, things go wrong. It's alright. They'll learn. But it's good. It's good. It's good writing. Because I'm like kind of like, you know what's great is like I see new rule, everyone should say glorb or glorb at the end of the stream or they get banned. Okay, you guys decided the glorb. I think was it K-Sean that decided the glorb? I don't know where the glorb came from, but that's alright. Alright. Other than that though, what else? Tomorrow we'll do the rest of it. Tomorrow, exact same thing tomorrow. Terraria than this. And then, oh, that's creepy. You know what's creepy, guys? So I forgot on Twitch I can see who's in here, because when you mentioned like the glorb thing, right? Like, oh, everyone who doesn't say it gets banned. I was like, oh, there's 3 people watching. I know you and K-Sean in here. Who's the third one? Fucking Hazuki is in here. He's watching. I see you, sir. I wouldn't have checked if Philly hadn't said that, but Hazuki's in here, guys. He's lurking. I smell him. He's lurking in here. All right, glorb. Philly's joking, by the way. You'll be fine. All right, glorb, everyone. Tomorrow, same thing. Okay, bye.